Hello. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Um, Last episode, well, a lot of things happened, let's just say so. Um, well, how do I say it? I spent half of the day just looking at the people's reactions to all this stuff, and there were some things that I didn't catch in the first place. There were some things that I did catch. Almost everyone caught that, you know, Dan itself was there. No, it's just really nice. I believe like ending to the saga of the Assassins. Looking back, I don't think I cared a bit too much about Elidibus, but when I thought it through, I say he really did become a good character in a way. I guess I was just in such a, such panic, such blind, like what's happening, what's going on. I didn't really consider how much his character has grown and all the emotional things that he did. So yeah, now that I watched it again from, from a different perspective, it's, it really is a sad story and etc, you know this. Anyways, today we're finishing Python 3, and then I finally have some time to farm. Ah. Am I alright? I should be the one asking you, but yes, I'm fine, thank you. We all are. The people are fine, the city fine, the star showers have stopped. It's almost like we're gone back to the peaceful days that followed the knight's return. Well, almost. Mirua, if you're ready, would you recount us how the day unfolded? Well, it's been a fucking nightmare. So, you reached out to Elizabeth at last, and his heart was moved. Not sure I did the right thing. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know. Perhaps you did, perhaps you did not. No one can say. But the important thing is, through violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams, we do best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, they love and his brethren bore one another, and the star may yet be awarded. You said an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible? A gift from Ematzelk. He knew of Elidibus' plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elidibus' suffering to an end, lest his friend can be left to continue the struggle alone. Or so I wildly speculate. It is unlikely they will know the truth. The best we can do is to remember events as they happened, and no more, no less. As the Rongus so rightly put it, history is learned, not believed. Ah, there you are! Oh, she didn't know about Exarch as well. My friend, we were given to understand you though you were injured. Shouldn't thou not be abed? Lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the guards not made such a fuss. Now tell me what happened. Where is Exarch? A lot of people in the city will not be happy to hear that. I see. Will you show me his spirit vessel? Both his soul and memory seem intact. Oh, that's good. Unlike the others, his ether was not highly charged. And so it did not seem unnecessary to employ a familiar for the imbuing. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. This is but a question of restoring his soul into his flesh. And as thou didst lastly tell me, the successes of process rested on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as his own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of his accommodation. So one would hope, but no one can speak for Exarch's heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though, I have drawn upon all of my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome. The fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we're attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essences blend properly? Will he awaken a hollow mind? Any numbers of things could go awry. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably ask that I did ask the Exarch if he wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, avoiding a single word reply. Yet the answer is it was rather longer than that, almost comically so. In fact, regardless of the respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license, As I grew older, the burdens I carried became even more numerous, burdens which weighed upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain they're still there. But when I look around me, I remember that no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. They're always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in War3, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his life cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who chose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And although our struggles may differ greatly since the very beginning of time, they have all shared one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being, as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There. I told you it was long, and unspeakable sentiment to boot. One would think the outpourings of the deadly DI boy, not the old man the Exarch seems to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he is blushing his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee we can return. If anyone has unfinished business now, it's the time to see it through. I must pay a visit to Slitherwood. Let us reconvene here. There remain some few matters which require mine attention in Ilmeg. May I leave Thancred in the care, child? I've been meaning to get some flowers from Mephilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we can go to Nabat Ha-Arain together, one last time. A fine suggestion. Lead on. What about you, brothers and sisters? Well, it's back to Ilmor for me. Among the other things, I owe the mayor an apology, but about his airship. I assume you have pieces of your own to be, Alice, eh? I shall see you later. Places. Everyone. Places. Final instruction of the spirit vessels. Give them a shake. No one can be never too thorough. As you already probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to Inn at the journey's head, but I want you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells, but Texok does, if only in spirit. So I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. I'm sure he'd laugh through the thought of being liked about this hero back. So, shall we be off then? And see how Halric's doing. Halric is not here. Halric? Oh god, stop telling me he's wandered off again. Quickly, we have to find him. Oh, Alice, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for him, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They were planning to visit graveyards, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyards then? Adjourn. Hi, Fred. There he is. I was afraid he wandered off again. Oh, there's no need to worry. Halric's safe and well. He's been showing good progress and likes to go for a walk so late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. No, I wasn't aware he had a family here. He doesn't. It's Teslin. We buried it here in her honor. So he does remember. What brings you back so soon out of the interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realize it's sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's it's time for me to return home. But rest assured, the treasures will continue. A Beglag will continue to oversee them in my stead. I see you did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we're sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you. Truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see that with your good work continues and no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So rest easy and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I'll miss you all. But it isn't time to sorrow for us quite yet. So, if there are any tasks that need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water and what have you, just say the word. I mean, to make use of every last moment here after all. The time left to you is precious. That's right. Those words will guide you through, so never forget them. And neither will I. What? I'm not crying. Just have a sound in my head, that's all. I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps I could go and look on the others. Alfinite, for instance. If anyone is crying, it will be him. Hmm.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
At least finish the paintings.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart can bear.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
A picture paints 1,000 words.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair.
Yeah, Alpha did one very big oopsie, though.
Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
I mean...
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home.
I mean, Alphino is a child. But, like, not a child, but a young man. By any accounts,
You
so...
can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
Yeah, true.
There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember, to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist. You have our love, now and always.
And you mine. Please take care.
And I think the first time I saw these characters, I didn't like them. Fucking... The writing! This is strange feeling. To stand in the company of our friends knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But this I know, I shall cherish my memories of Nora and of every soul I met here for the rest of my days. And I shall look forward of your tales of their endeavors. Forgive me, I realized that I never asked you about what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Alice said, did she? Well, you can see I'm quite alright now. Unlike her, by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Orange next. Given the conversions of their idiosyncrasies of the Fae folk, I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they might not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were to look on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. No, it doesn't quite fit. That will not fit. I know. Screw it. It's part of the game. Oh. I will. Hey, Orange. Ha! I should have a pleasure of welcoming guests, even as mine own occupation drew to a close. But what bringeth thee hither, my friend? Solus grant an exorch of final toward the realm, which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphonse concerns, thou mayst rest assured it is all well here. Far from detaining me, our Fae friends have agreed to assist in transportation of those tomes onto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not more remains to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I have been meaning to show something to thee. An object I have chanced to find after victory over Elizabeth. Though it has lost its radiance, this is unmistakably a crystal of light. One that did in all likelihood the once belonged to Arbert. Oh. Having been interred within his body, it would have been remained upon his person after his possession by Elizabeth. And when his mortal form was, forgiven my idiocy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit that the crystal did tumble free. Save that which thou... Oh God, Urianger, please. And thou art willing, I will have thee delivered to the settle. I can think of no worthy recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever you wilt find an armor in Walkdorf. My thanks. My god. No Titan. For fuck's sake. That should be random, by the way. I know what, I might as well drive there. I really like this run through the memory lanes and even the Sato part. Sato, sorry. Hey, Sato. Ah, I feel glad I went to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of a strange specter of hope bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again? So to what do I owe the pleasure of the visit? The crystal I believe to have belonged to Orbert. Though it has lost its radiance, you would swear that a faint light still shines at its core, as to remind you that the hope never dies.
Is that Ardbert's crystal? So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it? Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
Oh. I think you know.
Pardon? Very well. Oh, how can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah.
Oh, Artbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
Fucking beautiful. Like, I've never really played MMOs before. I played WoW, sure. I played Lineage 2. I played other like Terra, etc., etc. But like, I haven't really played a game where the story takes such a giant and, you know, the great part in the whole story. And I guess I just missed the feeling that, hey, that's like, I miss the feeling of the good story at this point. And I do play RPGs like that, but it just didn't catch me. The last story that did catch me was probably Persona, the 5th one. I guess Royal especially. But it didn't catch me like I was fine there. It catch me because I was happy for characters, I was invested in their lives, and it was sad to say goodbye again to them, But like, for fuck's sake, this story just showed me a amount of the hero with whom I knew of since, well, how do I say it? Whom we really bonded in Shadowbringers. In the Lux expansion, I bonded with Arbert, and I knew of Seto for a couple of quests, nothing more. And still, it's just like it hits, and it doesn't stop hitting. Thou art returned. Tell me, did Seto receive thine offering? Remarkable. It was fated that thou shouldn't be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Arbert lived on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades leave in the hearts of people of Norrent, and their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Now, assuming thou intendest to continue that tower, I might suggest Slitherpot as the next destination. The task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect Ishtol is heavier than most. Ishtolas, not Ishtol. Suffice it to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. And what is this? Have you come to spy on me? Does the ranger truly think me so sovereignly? Oh, the nerve. Loath as I am to disappoint, I put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even bade my farewells. To everyone save Runar, that is, he's nowhere to be seen. Poor Runar, man.
Master Matoya.
Oh. No.
For too long I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Runar.
Runar, please.
I jest, at least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day...
On such a day?
You may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Runar, really?
Livid. Give me a second, guys. Alright then. Honestly, he's a boy in the body of the man, eh? Anyway, it's time we headed back to the Crystarium, shall we? You still have to take the extra to Nabarane. I see. Got well. You can look in on the Tancred while you're about it. This will be a difficult farewell, and I'm sure he would appreciate your support. Oh yeah. I guess... I mean... Maybe Ryan can come with us. I mean, I was summoned here with great fucking, you know, difficulties, but... I mean, at this point, maybe, you know, could be done easier. Hey, Magnus. And the gang. Yeah, you too? What is this? A bloody name day? I see, yes, Tancred was here and Ryan too. They said wanted to go to Nabarane, so we gave them a use of the trolley. That's right, the old girl running up again. I didn't just put their bags together in wine, mind you. No, with a little bit of help from Master Chai, we made her faster and stronger. Oh yes, the future of trolleys is looking better than ever. Whispered, but I reckon it might be time to reach for the stars. For the trolley, to dwarf all trolleys. If you ask me, we're better off making them smaller. That way we can fit in narrow shafts. But that's genius! Why didn't I think of that? Enough, you can daydream on your time. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to make more working trolleys. That's why we turned to China's, by the way. Not to make one trolley would go... You've got to go faster. We need help in getting a few taluses back in the working order, see? We were testing you out when your starship came down, as a matter of fact. You seem to have a habit of crashing things. We're back. Our thanks for the loan of the trolley. What are you doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us. Ah, that's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I am ready to leave. Or as ready as I will be. Not to pry, but what's going on? You off somewhere? You could say that. So you're heading home. I'm just a simple miner and don't know much about this world traveling business. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay at the Crystarium and don't want for anything. Besides which, I have no shortage of friends I can turn to. Friends like you lot. So please, don't worry, it will be fine, really. If you say so. It being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I would dare be parted from my family. No, but it is for the best. Reen has chosen to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her fate. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and it wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy your dilemma. Well then, young lady, if there is anything you need, anything at all, you've called upon us. May surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer your trolley rates. Thank you, Magnus, everyone. Shall we then? If you're nowhere left to visit, we can go back to the Crystarium together. I mean, we kind of became a family for her, in a way. Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It just... I always knew that everyone would leave one day, and I always hoped and prayed that he will find a way to send them home, but now that the time has come, I just feel lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together, but just long enough to say the things I need to say. But I'm not sure I can even do that. I'll be there with you. Right. Thank you. I think we'll all feel braver with you around. Go on ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths. Poor Rain.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Backlog undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
I wish you could go with us, but maybe she will. No.
I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Might we also say a few words?
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
Aye. A more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted. All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart?
Don't summon. Grazie, Primal,
And
please.
so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling.
Oh shit.
Will you tell him this?
Word for word.
Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
What would happen? No one in particular. No, really. Her heart laid bare, Ryan appears to be at peace again. Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready? Alright, now let's not keep the others waiting. I have but this moment shown your associates in. Stranger to think that I will not have an honor to show them out again. But I'm informed that you yourself may yet return, and I look forward to welcoming you on that happy day. Now, if you would care to follow me. I did not expect such a rousing farewell from people. It was the very thing my spirits needed. Now that all remains is to return to the source, that 12 know we have made Crown Tower of Warrior long enough. Angelo stands ready to work his magics on our souls. In the spirit of solidarity, I bid you carry the vessels as if your life depended on it. How many times have we few assembled us in the storage chamber? Many, and many more, I think. Were the Exarch standing before us, the scene would have been complete. Nay, it would be complete were he standing before with us with Ahmed Sak smirking in the wings. Since we cannot take our worldly goods with us, I want you to have my gunblade. Use it or sell it. It all means the same to me. So long as it serves you in some way, I will be satisfied. Thank you. I'll treasure it. Ah, there you are. I take you ready for the journey. The spirit vessels are primed and our company complete. At the word from you, we shall begin. Let's go. Very good. I shall distribute vessels at once.
All right then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls then. We're in your hands, Angelo.
This dude fell down fucking broke.
It is done! The vessels have received both their memories and their souls. I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
This will work, won't it?
I better.
Our theories have held thus far, but I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen. So let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
I'll come back to tell you that.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
Oh, we're already here. I mean, a silly question, but how do we know that there are souls in that? What if you fucking messed up? The gender bender episode? Or the body swapping?
Did it? Are we?
Their muscles should not fucking work. They've been in coma for a while.
Wow.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of potatoes, but otherwise, I've never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
I didn't think we can open the tower. We can operate it. Show me Alfin at least, for fuck's sake.
But you've only just got here.
Show me everyone but Alfie, of course.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there.
What the fuck was that about?
For in times of hardship,
Do not tell me what the fuck was that about.
You cannot go on.
Please don't.
The joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
You fuck. Oh. So it's been fucking couple of days since I was back. And they get their clothing back.
What is it, Alize? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
Like how everything is... That Tara is the Omnicrafter, I knew this all along. She crafted everything. Oh, yes. Yes, Sophia.
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself.
Oh.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited
Oh.
me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right. For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favorite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal.
The god Omnicrafter the Tara.
Speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all express their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
Hmm.
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
Is that fucking fall break? 2 authors, yeah, well, you know. We'll give them more character than Walker. Ah, you fucker.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat.
Oh, it even lifts the bite animation. That's cute.
Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think I...
Come on, man. He's young again.
Right. I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the seventh dawn. Grahatia, at your service.
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld.
I'm so fucking happy nothing stupid happened. God damn it.
Seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
I don't care what if anything's gonna happen in the world. I'll fucking deal with it. I'm happy that everyone is alive and well. Whatever that cry for help is, I will deal with it. A fucking warrior of light.
Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
What? Now wait, just a... Here we go again.
Is that the bullets from...
I will join the fray when I finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh.
Oh, and they have all such a good chemistry, fuck.
So it was that a new adventure began.
thought it but a tired old dream.
So, my thoughts is, he's also one of the 14th.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your race
Jesus fucking Christ.
depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom. Splendid, truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace.
Wait.
Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find.
What? Who?
Pilar is now all but destroyed. It will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end.
We killed all the fucking Asians, did we not?
And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money, 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 the great motivator.
What the fuck is happening?
There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree?
Toss a coin to the Witcher.
Were we not acquainted, you and
I knew he was seen, but like, how is he using Asian's fucking fuckery?
Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
I do not remember.
Oh, a dagger through my heart! That my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only
Who?
as a vessel.
Which fucking Asian is it?
And I, faithful Fandaniel,
Fandaniel.
labor only to advance my lord's ambitions.
We haven't seen him, I think. No way. I would have remembered that fucking face.
Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc-wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope
Fucker.
that the last of the unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment!
I do like him. He has charm.
Your radiance. But give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless.
Do as you will.
Why does Xenos just doesn't kill him then? I mean, an Asian for a sport is.
It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence.
Oh, but now I'm
When you
back.
return Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. We shall dance before the pyre.
We surely will.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse.
At this point, now that I know more, I think
Domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
look at him. Ah, you're back. Tell me, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier in my tone and mannerism? I thought it better be familiar than formal if we are to be comrades, but now that I worry that it may have detracted from the gratitude and respect I have for everyone, perhaps we might consider it an ode to my regrettably less than humble beginnings. Yes, that will do. Being free to live as one, please, it's not without its challenges. Anyway, it's easier than I had a mission that consumed every waking moment. It provided me the focus, constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I had quite forgotten what it was like to do it without a tower. I've rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet, all I did was bend the bow. It would be a limited use to you on your adventures, so I shall preserve. Wherever I might have not been before, I am a Scion, and an experienced Scion at that. A green initiate eager to learn how to... I mean, come on. Spend so much time together. That he might follow the footsteps of his inspiration. I'm so gonna go... Yes, I will... I don't know how trust works. I'll fucking level up trust and level up gravity and see what's it's all about. But the first, before I will wrap it up, I have to read something. Whoop. In order to fund the expedition of the Sirius Strange, Tatar crafted this series of automaton modeled upon the certain Archon, the tales of whom she heard from Ramrose. A man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn but he did. Wait. I will read, then I'll talk to him. Desiring a honor to certain individual with the mammoth likeness, but knowing that it would go against his wishes to do so, the artisans of crystalline mean came with the perfect solution. Make a mammoth like this anyway, but give it a vague name. That makes everything alright, right? By any other name, I would still be a rose. I suppose we ought to take a stock of the situation. By forestalling the 800 calamity, we have unwritten history. The future now lies beyond my ken. None can say what awaits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt we can overcome all trials. We have all done so, have we not? Wait. Wait, I have to see this. Well now, I have my suspicions as what it is about, but would you be so good as to confirm them for me? Well, you see, they work really fast, I couldn't do anything. Aye, just as I thought, they went ahead with it after all. The artisans of the mean had come with me the proposal, you see. In celebration of the night's return, they asked how I wished to be commemorated, on a coin or as an automation. Neither, I replied, for all good it did. They knew I would be embarrassed. Makes no difference, the name they gave it, and yet still they did it. A right stubborn lot they are, as befits of the people of the Crystarium. They shall be just fine without me, and Lina may rest assured I do not worry for them. Nevertheless, I shall never cease to pray for their happiness. Fine. It's so good, man. No longer am I a leader of the nation. Whatever power and influence I may have wielded, I left behind as surely as I left my body. I wish they would show us the moments of how he woke. Like, how did it happen? Like, everything we told him and etc. I wanna know that. Is there a way to see how that happened? Or is it like fine for 4 or fine for 5 or fine for 5? But everything I ever felt and experienced, all these things and more I have brought with you have brought for me. And I shall carry them close to my heart, always, unto the end of my days. I mean, I might as well go for one more. Vivian says I have reawakened in this body. The hunger being par for the course, I have no complaints, all appears to be well. Though my memories straddle the lives I have lived, there are no contradicting fragments which cause me confusion. Yet by the same token, it's a strange feeling to be possessed of my young body again, even accounting for the crystallization. I do not even recall being so light and spry. As for my soul, Ishtal assures me it's similar to yours. Also, so he rejoined with himself? Like with the literal self? On the face of it appears to make sense, but I couldn't help but consider the differences between our circumstances and mine. You, of course, merged with our birth, and as similar as your souls may have been, the fact that you were different people, thus did your soul gain in density. How were you able to merge is another matter. Given that we know the soul that you possess the distinct memories that should have been rendered the process more complicated, but though I might theorize, perhaps your strong... It will be shown? Fuck yes. Your strong and shared desire to do so made it possible. In contrast, I simply merged with myself. Whatever additional experiences the older me may have had, my fundamental existence remained unchanged. Mind you, that's not to say I hadn't improved, far from it. At any rate, when our souls combined, it should have been a process of augmentation, but rather, shall I say, attunement. It seems somewhat strange that my soul has become denser. Or could it be the result of having undergone another rejoining? If so, it would serve as a proof that the future many thought and died to prevent. Lest we forget, my friend, lest we forget. Fuck, this game is just so good. It's good. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. Like, to the last moment, the very last moment before I saw him, I thought something bad's gonna happen. Like, they will fucking kill someone. Like, I thought to myself, like, for fuck's sake, like, something bad will happen. And I don't know what's gonna present myself in Pine 4.4 and Pine 4.5.5 and 0.5. But never once on YouTube I saw a crying face near the screenshot of Pine 4.4 or Pine 4.5, so I assume everything is good. So I'm really happy that you know what that means. I have a small theory. If WoW were to do this, I fucking bet you they were just like, oh yeah, the fucking Grahatia died. Or like, oh yeah, the fucking, Tancred died, or Y'shtola died. Because that's the wow factor, that's the shock factor. It's like, oh yeah, like, oh my god, that happened. No, what the fuck? No, how did... But this game doesn't need it. It tells such a good story that it deserves a happy ending. And I know it's not the end. I know it's sad. But for now, like for now that's great. We don't need the fucking shocking, oh, someone died or some shit like that. But yeah, if the WoW did it, oh yeah, like fucking, you know, I know, it's like they would go for a shock factor. And I'm so happy that they didn't. Anyways, I'm gonna go off for today. I will go offline and do some grinding because I have to. But other than that, I don't want to continue because right now I feel finished and complete. Plus, I do need a fucking smoke. Like, yeah, you know, it's. Anyways, thank you for watching, and hope you liked it. And I will see you later. It's not a good night yet. I need to farm my beast stripes. Anyways, farewell. This game is so good. Oh shit.